Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yusei D-Wheeler here, and we are back with Fate Grand Order, and it's a story time because we have chapter 6.5, Realm of the Thanatos Impulse, Traum. So this one just came out today as of this recording, and yeah. And as we do with all FGO chapters, we are going to stream the whole thing here on twitch.tv/USADWheeler, and then it'll be uploaded very shortly after to the Breakers HQ. So, yeah. So, before I begin, for some of you who are wondering, we do have a new gacha available with the new chapter, which is the summoning campaign for Kriemhild. Who is, well, I'm not going to say who is, I know who Kriemhild is, so I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't read the story just yet. She's a 4-star berserker, and there's the 4-star saber Roland in the back, who I did not get, but I did manage to get the 5-star saber Charlemagne, which for those of you Fate fans who are aware, who played Fate Extella Link, you might be familiar with this guy he's very cool and got a really good personality, and I like his story, especially the one when I played Extella Link though. But like, I don't think I played. I think I played Extella Link on stream sometime like a long time ago. So yeah. So I managed to get in the same multi-shot. I just did an off-screen roll. I got Charlemagne and Kriemhild. So let me just go to my thing, because I wasn't expecting to do a lot of summoning. I just wanted to do just a summon because I was bored, and then all of a sudden I just happened to get those two. So I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, that's cool. But right now, let me see. At the moment though, let me see. Where they are at. I cannot level him up further below because I need the new Ascension materials for both of them, though. So, let's see, where is Kriemhild? She should be level 70, though. Oh, there you go. And there she is, right there. Huh. Did not increase her skills whatsoever. Let's level up her skills a bit though. Let's like get them to like 3 or something like that for now. Get them to like 3. I do love her design, and also she's also voiced by the same Sei who does Kaguya from Kaguya-sama. So for you Kaguya-sama fans, she might be a worth pickup though, and she's a single target berserker as well. So those of you who want to, I think she might be a good pick to roll from. Or maybe 4. Also, I'm running low on QP too, so I shouldn't do it too much. Because I used a lot of my QP on Charlemagne's skills. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think I'll stop right here. Probably do grind for QP later on the QP quest. So now, I'd say it is time to start the story. Let us go. Prologue, or A Study of the Perfect Human. Stormborder?
Votes on what constitutes perfect human. I mean, okay, but that's kind of vague, isn't it? For a start, we'd have to agree on a definition for perfect before we can even discuss this. An excellent point. Then allow me to take the first crack at it. A perfect human is one who makes no mistakes. Let us set aside matters like overcoming hardships and making the impossible possible. We may then define a perfect person simply as one who makes no errors in judgment. Okay, works for me. Even the most amazing geniuses are superhumans and inevitably make errors in judgment. In fact, you could argue that the mark of a skilled, intelligent human being is their ability to resolve matters in spite of any oversights or mistakes they may make. But that wouldn't be perfect. Perfection is when you don't have any mistakes to make up for in the first place. Even if a person is average in every other regard, if their decisions are always correct, their actions, and by extension, the person who performed them would be perfect. So by that definition, that would make someone who never overlooks anything a perfect human. But the moment they do overlook something, however small, they are no longer perfect. Is that what you mean, Sion? Yes, that sounds right. It's a shame that a single careless mistake is all it takes to knock someone off the pedestal of perfection. Sorry. However, were we to use your definition, Da Vinci, we would face a paradox. If a problem can be overlooked by a so-called perfect human, then that problem is more perfect than the human. Assuming it's equal to the task of deceiving a perfect human who never makes a wrong decision anyway. Oh, but in that case, maybe it's a situation where it only seems like someone made a mistake. But in reality, they simply chose to overlook the problem. In other words, a case where the perfect human deliberately overlooked the problem in order to be perfect. The problem in this case shouldn't be solved at all. In that case, overlooking the problem would be the correct choice, the perfect choice for our purposes.
Give me a sec. Just trying to make sure the sounds are right on my phone. Alrighty.
But at that point, I guess we're just arguing semantics, huh?
Are you done with the side chatter? The Stormborder will be leaving the Arctic Circle soon. You two aren't just passengers, you are technical and special advisors. It's your duty to make regular status reports, even if they don't have much new.
Oops, my bad. You're right, Captain. We did, in fact, originally come to give you a report. Then allow me to explain Novum Chaldea's current situation and our next steps. It has been several days since the British Lostbelt vanished. We've successfully brokered peace with the immature beast Koyanskaya.
Oh man, yeah, Lostbelt 6 was a doozy. I heard this one is actually not as long as the old Chapter 6 though, but we'll see.
However, immediately following this, we were attacked by the foreign god and lost our temporary base in the Wandering Sea.
Oh yeah, that did happen in the whatchamacallit. That one event though, where we got our new Mystic Codes before the new year. I forgot what that event was called though. It was kind of a main story event, but also not an event at the same time. Also an event at the same time though.
Fortunately, all of Novum Chaldea's staff managed to escape to the Stormborder. We struck back at the foreign god, that is, you, Olga Mary, with the same gravitational destruction she used in the Wandering Sea, confusing her long enough to... Well, I would like to believe that her not coming after us means our plan was successful. Unfortunately, she is so far beyond what we would consider normal that it is impossible to be certain. At any rate, both Spiritron Calculation Engine Trismegistus 2 and Near Future Observation Lens Shiva have been brought aboard the Storm Border. It now serves as Chaldea's flying base of operations. That's the situation we now find ourselves. Now that we have escaped Yuolga Mary, we are currently using Trismegistus 2's prognostications to move between different safe zones. Despite encountering our share of difficulties at our various stops, we continue our flight even as we speak. Yeah, because I think in that last event though, I'm not talking about the Bunyan event though, but it was in the event like the Tunguska event though. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I think we ran into Yuolga Mary though. I forgot though. It's been a while. I actually didn't stream that one though, because I was busy with a lot of stuff. And it wasn't really a main chapter though, but it had like I guess important story stuff though. But like again, it was like a limited event though, so that's why I didn't stream it. Oh, there you go. Yep, we've been crisscrossing the Eurasian continent east and west. Of course, we'd occasionally touch down to convert the few remaining buildings into spiritrons and stock up on resources. We ended up hiding out in the Arctic Circle for a pretty long time. Unsurprisingly, it was freezing there. I can't say I cared for that. I'm not built for cold. Oops, I had a feeling you might have been freezing there. Sorry about that, Captain. I hope you can give us a break on that. Trismegistus 2 suggested it was the safest place to lay low. I know, and it works since the foreign god hasn't attacked us here. But things changed yesterday, right, Captain? We're just about done weaponizing the essence of the sacred sword we obtained in the British Lostbelt. Oh yeah, I think we got Excalibur. All that's left now is to simulate a few necessary tests. So, Commander Gordolf, our administrative advisor, Holmes, me as the technical advisor, and the rest of Chaldea's staff have all agreed it's time to leave the Arctic behind. Our next destination is the foreign god's base, South America. That's where we'll have our final showdown. At long last, we're passing through North America to the final Lostbelt. Yep, I just gotta look at the Sacred Sword's armament's official name too. The whole Nemo series thinks it's great, myself included. Right, it's admittedly a little hyperbolic, but that's just a part of its charm. And cue the alarm. Anomaly detected. Anomaly detected. Errors in Trismegistus 2's prognostications. Errors in Trismegistus 2's prognostications and Shiba's near-future observations recorded. New undocumented obstacle in Novum Chaldea's plan to defeat the foreign god detected. Steep decline in proper human history's verification levels on this bleached Earth confirmed. Future threatening interference with the past confirmed. All Chaldea staff prepare for race shift sequence. Shiba's observations indicate this massive singularity may be the single greatest direct attack on human history. Uh-oh, that does not sound good. My only friend is the coffin maker. Okay, let's go right in.
Thinking out loud. So, can't understand. Are they alive? Are they dead? Are they standing? Sitting? Do they care for anything? Wish for anything? Pray for anything? They understand nothing. They know neither suffering nor joy. They have no concerns, but also no relief. Only hunches and chills tell them the end is coming. And so they die out here, miserably, meaninglessly. But something buried inside them kept them alive for just a little longer. So please, try to remain human as you should, till the very end. Turn not to prayer, but to song. It is all something can do. Something the... Thinking out loud. Yes, that's right. I must be a traitor. I've betrayed both proper human history and sincerity. Ooh? Who the what now? It must be my incompetence. Or maybe it's how capable I am. At last, the day my sins, my evil deeds, and my duties all come to an end shall arrive. Here, beneath how do you say that? Reichenbach Falls. I think I'll call it Reichenbach Falls, yeah. Here, beneath the Reichenbach Falls.
So here's what you need to know about this massive singularity. The era is somewhat unstable, but we do know it is sometime after AD 1700, within a margin of at least 100 years. The location is presently unclear as well, but based on the vegetation we have discovered, we can rule out the Far East, Africa, and Europe. Our best guess is that we are somewhere in America.
Hey, America.
The magical energy levels are not as high as in the Age of Gods, but we are seeing tremendous fluctuations in the readings. The magical energy ripples are so numerous that it is like observing a pond on a rainy day. Frankly, it leaves me thinking anti-army noble phantasms might be popping off like fireworks in this singularity. And then, there's its foundation of humanity rating, error.
Is that safe?
Error? Not the EX rank that signifies non-standard values? Correct. It does not even register as a non-standard. It's like nothing we've ever seen.
So the... Scratching my ear for a bit.
Generally speaking, the smallest of minute singularities are rated at E-. Any lower than that, and they wouldn't qualify as singularities.
Maybe it's just a bug in the system?
I hope so. Either way, I'll continue to monitor both the rating and the singularity as the situation develops. But the point stands at the moment we have many questions and precious few answers.
But essentially we're essentially in the dark, which means we won't know more until we go there. I hate to just fly by the seat of our pants, but I don't see that we have a choice.
Fortunately, Holmes is one of the servants best qualified for this particular race shift. Once you get there, I'm sure you'll be able to get to the heart of the mystery in no time, right, Holmes?
It's quite the responsibility that you may rest assured. But you may rest assured that I am up to the task. Uncovering the truth is the very essence of a detective's calling. Glad to have your Baritsu on board.
How very welcoming of you. That's all you have to say about the singularity, yeah? Then I'll take it from here. You'll have another servant accompanying you on this mission. I'm sorry to say it won't be MASH. Right. I'm afraid the Ordinex is still undergoing maintenance. In my capacity as technical advisor, I really can't allow her to race shift until maintenance is finished.
I'm not surprised. All those arduous battles in both Fairy Britain and Tunguska could have easily thrown her spirit origin a bit off kilter. Oh shit. I think I'm really off right now, off my key right now. Sorry. Foe! Foe! I have returned, foe. What is it that you present me with now, foe? I guess foe's not coming along this time either. Screw this place, foe.
The good news is, we're still planning to race shift MASH over there once the Ortonex's maintenance is done. Let's figure out the companion this time around.
Hey, it's Vlad. You needn't continue dragging this out. It is I. Count Vlad. Indeed, this is a weighty responsibility, but I shall do my utmost to discharge my duty.
There are a number of servants besides Count Vlad who are a match for this race shift, but we can only send 3 in total. Since we're going to send MASH later, that leaves us able to only send only.
Sorry.
Since we're going to send MASH later, that leaves us able to send only 2 for now. Since Holmes was already a lock for 1 position, that left only 1 slot for the last servant.
I was chosen after a peaceful discussion. Peaceful in this instance means only a bare minimum of blood spilled. Sounds like they decided a winner by fighting to the death. Master, I know the singularity is full of mysteries, but I urge you not to lose sight of our ultimate objective. Becoming emotionally invested in our enemies can lead to lapses in judgment if we are not careful. But I suppose there is little point in telling you that now. You are our master. You do what you wish. I will remain on standby in my spirit form. Call for me if you need anything. I, for one, feel better already.
As a matter of fact, we will also be race shifting 1 more very special guest.
Huh? But you said only 3 servants.
I did, yes. But the presence of another master will give us a much wider range of options.
A master? Wait. Kadoc?
Sion, does that mean?
Yeah, I was right. Kadoc?
You got it. Alright, Kadoc, it's time for you to earn your keep.
Yeah, he's got the same grip as I do. Yeah. Kadoc Zem Lupus, Master of Team A, reporting for duty. Kadoc, but you're one of the cryptors! Yeah, I actually know that, but my Lostbelt is long gone. And I obviously can't escape to Olympus anymore either. Surrender is pretty much my only choice here, not that I expect you to trust me just because of that. Hell no we don't! That's okay. I'll just have to prove you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just have to prove you I can. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get how. Yes, sorry. That's okay. I'll just have to prove you can through my actions. What's with that collar? Nothing gets by you, eh? Go on, Sion. Tell him.
Sure thing. This is an Atlas Institute-produced Mage Killer Collar. We'll be monitoring Kadoc during this mission. If he tries anything funny, the collar will activate. And completely destroy his magical circuits. Of course, anything funny includes trying to remove the collar himself. We do not want to kill him. But if he tries to use the collar to intentionally destroy his magical circuits, dead is what he'll be. Oh, and be careful when using Magecraft too, since any unauthorized spells could trigger the collar as well.
Damn, you guys are brutal. But fine, I can deal. Kadoc? Yeah. It's good to have you on the team. Yeah, okay. First piece of free advice. Mages shouldn't be so quick to offer someone a hand. Our hands convey a ton of information. You're a master too. You should know how important the hand with your command spell is. He's such a typical mage that he's making me remember I'm actually a mage too.
Yusaku might be a great master, but he was never really trained as a mage. So I hope you'll keep giving him tips as time permits, Kadoc.
I will. What about a serious light, Miss Sion?
I was unable to remove it, but please keep that to yourself for now.
Understood. If the fallen god could activate the Sirius lights remotely, she surely would have done so long ago. There is little to gain by letting ourselves become overly concerned.
Yes, good point. And since the Sirius light is still technically a command spell, the collar should suppress it before it can activate.
Granted, we would prefer to avoid testing that theory if at all possible.
Okay, Sion, that's it from me. Anything else before we send them on their way? Yes, just one last thing. We were able to extract some keywords pertaining to the singularity from a hieroglyphic prediction. Not a problem. Revolt, eyelid, eyelid.
The heck's that mean?
I'm afraid I have no idea either. All we can say for certain at this point is that we absolutely cannot afford to overlook anything in this singularity.
Oh, excuse me.
And that is on the same scale as the 7 singularities.
Wait,
and that I'm sorry. And that it is on the same scale as the 7 singularities. I know this might feel like a setback now that we're finally able to take a crack at the 7th Lostbelt, but it's just like Sion said. We'll dispose of this massive singularity no matter what. Prepare to raise shift.
Got it. Realm of the Thanatos Impulse, Traum. No matter the time, place, or prevailing ideology. Right. There is no venture more difficult to succeed in than war. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Death comes regardless of race, gender, or age. The talented, the hardworking, and the lucky all die with shocking ease. When living beings die, they become lumps of inanimate meat, but servants don't even get that much. When they die, they vanish without a trace, as if they had never existed at all. Death. It's coming so mundane, it's enough to drive one crazy. Both heroes who saved their nation and anti-heroes who have harmed countless people are dying for reasons unknown, as though it were completely natural. War never changes. It doesn't matter how much the times change or how far civilization advances. The final stage of negotiations is two sides killing each other, They have but one goal: rebellion. Not against a king, a god, or even the world, but against proper human history itself. That is very ominous. Do you understand why you've been called here? The castle was an unbearable place for the summoned servant seasoned by battle. Any ordinary person setting foot inside it would be driven insane by its blood-red glamour and pitch-black madness. That madness was personified in the beautiful woman who stood before them. Oh, okay, never mind, that's a lady. She was the one who said that. No, Lady Kriemhild. I can't think of anything that would... Her name was Kriemhild. The queen for the Nibelungenlied? That's a long-ass name. I can pronounce Nibelung, though, but not Nibelungenlied. Yeah. The queen from the Nibelungenlied who swore revenge for her husband Siegfried's murder.
Desertion in the face of the enemy. Allowing an enemy to escape. Disrupting the battlefield as part of a relentless pursuit. Speak.
I retreated because Ryder disrupted the battlefield. If I had stayed, I would likely have died. That wasn't an enemy, it was a child. A technical error on my part, and one for which I apologize profusely.
I see.
Nameless servants.
If we had held out, the city still would have fallen, but my man wouldn't have died needlessly. The penalty is death. Archer, there are no children on the battlefield. Even if there were, they would be servants. If even that escapes your understanding, then you shall die as well. As for you, Ryder...
Oh, goddamn. But why?
You pretended to be contrite, hoping to save your life, because you know what I am like. I've no need for one so shrewd and self-serving.
Curse you. You're just a woman driven mad by revenge. And decapitated.
Do you think that is a revelation to me?
My. Once again, you've made quite a bloody mess.
Is cleaning up messes not your job, Zhang Jue?
Indeed it is, or rather, it's my puppet's job. Go on then, get to work. How go things on the front line?
A deadlock still. Still, his talent for defense is almost maddening.
Well, he is a renowned hero for a reason. Oops, my apologies.
How fare things on your end?
I've been mustering my Taiping Jing and my knowledge of puppet soldiers to the best of my ability, but it's still going to take some time.
You may have all the time and money you need. Just be sure you succeed. Fail, and I'll have no choice but to cut your head off, too.
Oh, then I'd better give it everything I've got, hadn't I? Oh, sorry.
Well, no matter. What about new servants?
It seems some new ones were just summoned not too long ago. I believe most of this batch went over to the opposing factions.
And what about the righteous realm? Has it moved?
No. It still hasn't budged. The only activity we've seen from his subordinates is scouting maneuvers.
I see. He must be waiting to swoop in after the dust settles and claim the spoils for himself.
They aren't so weak that we could overrun them all at once, but we can't ignore them either. I'm sorry. Sorry. I was looking at something right now. It's a most vexing position to be in.
And in consequence, we find ourselves in this deadlock. Infuriating.
Indeed it is.
Have the assassins continue to keep an eye on them?
Yes, my lady. And one more thing. Your zodiac star was twinkling earlier.
Zodiac star?
It means someone who will have a significant impact on the singularity is about to arrive. Namely,
Chaldea. I see. So they're coming. They're really coming.
Well, I don't know about that. Give me one moment, folks. And I'm back, sorry about that. Hey, Falchan, how's it going? I don't know if you're still in here, though, but if you are, thanks for dropping by, and...
What to do? What am I going to do about them? How can I best make them suffer? How can I best make them grieve?
Your badges haven't come in the mail yet? I got mine recently. And I think my brother is... His is on the way over here, though. I need to check the tracking number again.
In the end, I will behead them, of course. But before that, I must be sure their punishment is truly spectacular. How dare some common mage use us as familiars?
Please calm yourself, my queen. They are still prisoners of war, and our society rules do technically demand we treat them hospitably. The tracking number? Do you have the email that says that your badge is shipped? Because, I think you should get it from ShowClicks, though. If you have the ShowClicks email, though, that says that your badge is shipped off, then they should give you a tracking number along with it. And all you gotta do is just click on the number, and then it'll show you the tracking, like where it's at and whatnot.
I never consented to playing by any such rules. Oh, very well. Let the Chaldeans monitored until we know more.
I'm afraid we don't have the scouts to spare. No, okay. So yours probably hasn't, yours hasn't probably shipped yet, though. You'll probably know once you get, like, the email. If not, also check your spam, too, in case if, your email was sent there, though, and whatnot. If not, though, then, yeah, it'll probably be a bit before yours gets shipped out, then. You see, also, when did you, get your pass? You bought one day for Saturday? Yeah. Okay, yeah, when did you get your pass, though, by any chance, though? When they went on sale in January. Okay, yeah, so probably check your spam just in case, though. If not, though, then yeah. In February? Well, again, yeah. If it's not in your spam, though, then yeah, you'll probably have to wait a bit, though, or you could probably just... Yeah. Because usually whenever they send out the passes, though. Okay. Yeah. They usually send out the passes whenever like the ones who bought their passes sooner are usually the ones who are the first ones to usually get them, though. That's usually how they do it, though. So probably just keep an eye on your email, though, and just wait. Just keep an eye on your email, though, and for any of the ShowClicks email to see if they sent out your pass or whatnot. That's all I can pretty much say. I'm afraid we don't have scouts to spare.
Then recall some of the assassins we sent to spy on the righteous realm. Have them keep an eye on the Chaldeans for the time being.
Understood. Are you guys done talking yet? Salome?
Salome, I'm surprised to see you out of the torture chamber.
My brother took one of those Paimon balloons from the Hoyo booth last year. Ah, I see. Oops, I forgot Salome's sorry.
Torture? I don't know anything about that. I just want heads, that's all. Oh, never mind. Now what? Well, now what is it? What's Chaldea?
Well, to make a long story short, I would say there. I saw that Kriemhild voices Paimon in Genshin. Yeah. And if you've seen Kaguya-sama, it's, she voices Kaguya.
There are enemies, nothing more, nothing less. So you're going to fight them?
I've seen her cosplay Kaguya too. Oh yeah, me too. It was really good.
I'm going to kill them. Oh. Well, if you have any important heads you want to keep, would you let me hold on to them for you? I'll consider it. I doubt I will, though. Really? That's too bad. Okay, I'm going out for a bit. Want me to pick you up anything? Maybe, some such a tort? Such a torte? It's really good. No, thank you. Okay, bye.
Are you sure she should be allowed to run about doing as she pleases?
That's the way of life she sought as an anti-hero. There's nothing to be gained from denying her. The important thing is that she's a strong fighter. Let her have her fun.
As you wish. Sorry. The preparations for the experiment have been completed, Lord Zhang. Great, I'll be right there. If you'll excuse me, my queen.
How irritating. This is all so irritating. Chaldea, the king, the emperor. Can't stand any of them. It's all that hero's fault. I might just fall apart if he isn't summoned soon. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up.
What, did you want Siegfried or something? I don't know. That concludes my report, sir. Oh, it's Constantine. I actually did not roll for him, though. Thank you, Lancer. You may go. Yes, sir.
Yet more heroes' lives have been needlessly lost.
Please don't be sad, Your Holiness. As the Pope, you are right to grieve, but that is as far as it should go. These heroes are all willing to lay down their lives to bring you victory in this war.
I really don't think I'm worthy of such a great sacrifice.
One cannot determine their own worth. That is for others to decide. You may deny yours, despise yourself, or blame yourself for your undeserved fairy tale fortune all you like. But we, your loyal subjects, will continue to love and respect you. Is that such a burden?
Honestly, yes! Yes, it is!
Well, that's a problem then.
Personally, I'd rather die happy and smiling than continue on like this.
I'm sorry, Your Holiness, but we're not about to let you die. We all pledge to keep you alive, and I consider it my sworn duty.
And that right there is exactly why this is such a burden. But fine, whatever. I don't care anymore. Whatever happens, happens. But can I at least ask you one thing, Emperor?
What is it?
Those atrocities you and the others are committing, are they all to make my desire come true? Or are you putting your lives at risk because you want to do these things?
That's a difficult question. If that really isn't what you want, then I can offer you my own life for what it is worth. As the Emperor of a dying empire, I doubt it will be much.
No, you're right. I hate to admit it, but part of me does yearn to see what happens next. No, I must see it. I have to.
Is that the voice of your lord?
I don't know. My lord's messages can, at times, be complicated. Enough that an incident like me can't hope to understand them. Then again, it could be that I...
That's enough, Your Holiness. Only discord and blasphemy lie that way. Only discord? Hey, I'm on Discord right now, so we all lie. Ugh.
Well, that's rude. How do you know I understand my place very well, thank you very much?
Do you? I have my doubts about that.
Alright. I'm going to go worship like I always do.
By all means. Don't wait up for me. I need to discuss strategy with my subordinates.
Alright. Oh, and can I say one last thing?
Hmm?
Try not to do too much evil scheming, okay? It'll ruin your good looks.
Well, I'll be damned. I guess it's no accident Her Holiness was appointed Pope after all. But I'm afraid I'm not done with my evil schemes just yet. Oh. Let's see it. Did you ever get Charlemagne? I actually got Charlemagne just last night. I did just a random multi, and then I got both Kriemhild and Charlemagne. We are here, Your Imperial Majesty. Good. Let's begin with your report. Yes, my liege. Too bad he doesn't use a bow. Well, I know in Fate Extell Link he was a saber class as well. Well, he was both a saber class and a ruler class still, because there were two different Charlemagnes pretty much. A medium-sized force from the Revenge Realm attacked us 3 hours ago. They attempted to seize the Tower of Trigonio for themselves. Fortunately, the 30 Archer-class servants who had stationed there drove them away by unleashing all of their noble phantasms at once. I see. So it played out just as I expected then. Yes, my liege. Unfortunately, 10 of our other servants were killed when they tried pursuing the retreating enemy forces. I thought I told them to maintain our defenses, not to give pursuit. Ryohei Kimura voices a bow user in Genshin. He's Charlemagne's save. Oh, nice! Yes, you did, my liege. But several Rider, Berserker, and Lancer classes decided to disobey orders. They were clearly trying to steal a march on the enemy and... So you're one of the servants who violated the chain of command and went off on their own. Forgive me, my liege. If you could do it all over again, I trust you would make a different choice. Yes, my liege. Oh man, stretching a bit. Do you expect mercy? I. Sorry to scare you. I understand. As a warrior, instinct drives you to take advantage of opportunities for glory in battle. I couldn't ask my soldiers to suppress those instincts any more than I could ask them to stop breathing. I forgive you. And I ask that the rest of you go easy on them as well. You should go without saying, but achieving great things is your top priority. Even if that means occasionally disobeying orders. Yes, my liege. Very good. Next. These two were caught fighting. You know that fighting between servants is forbidden, especially in this realm. I therefore sentence you both to the rear guard during the next battle. Alright, you got your sentence. Now move. I'm the last one. Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. You've always been such a model soldier. What could one of Alexander the Great's own have done to get in trouble? Well... What the... Blech. Unforgivable. You have done the one thing that is absolutely forbidden in this realm. We will not tolerate proper human history. Only rebellion is permitted here. And there can be neither collaboration with nor mercy for the enemy. Oh, gotta snooze an hour for work tomorrow, so sign off soon. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Falchion. I thought you understood that when you chose to stand with us. But where? Yes, we are heroes. Okay, sorry. Give me 1 second, folks. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Continue. Beings who struggled against, were swallowed up by, or outright disappeared into the flow of history. The shackles binding us to protect humanity are gone, and I cannot forgive proper human history, though I admit it is a completely one-sided grudge. Nonetheless, this realm is a home for those who share that view. Something must have gone wrong with you when you were summoned. You're the ones who've gone wrong. Perhaps, but I cannot stop now. Wow, that was... I'm off to worship. Leave me. Yes, my liege.
I'm not wrong. I'm not lost.
Normally her prayers would be for others, not for herself. Prayers should be for others, or for something larger than oneself. That's how it should be. Through devotion, you prove who you claim to be. But this time, her prayers are for herself. Her sins are not sins. Her atonement is not atonement. And yet, paradoxically, that devotion is the only thing bearing fruit. Is that just, is that paradox? Wait, no. It is that paradox that brings her suffering she is powerless to stop.
Please, grant me salvation.
She murmured her wish under her breath, unsure to whom she should direct it. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh no, it's fine. I only just began praying myself.
Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Alright, I think I'll pray for you next.
She prays to help shoulder the burden of her sins, even if doing so stains her own hands with blood.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But as sorry as I am, I can't think of any other way. That concludes my report. According to the caster's analysis, the other two realms' battle ended in a painful draw.
Damn, so they can get beyond skirmishing. I guess they're still just as wary of us as ever.
Hello. Hi, Astolfo.
What do you think, Roland?
Of course they are. Our faction may be the smallest, but our forces are just as strong as theirs. If we were to attack them with everything we've got, we'd walk away with the lion's share. And above all, our realm has none other than Charles the Great. Yeah, who cares about Kriemhild and Constantinos? Charles the Great is the only true emperor.
You hear that, Your Imperial Majesty?
I do.
We fear neither the vengeance-crazed queen, nor the emperor who failed to protect this nation. So says Charles the Great.
Whoa, that's our emperor for you. Indeed. We will wait until the end before we make our move. A true emperor should never act in haste. Charles also says that the assassins to dictate themselves, or dedicate themselves to their training and to step up their efforts even further. It shall be done, my liege.
I think Roland and I will head out next, Your Imperial Majesty.
I see. Roland, go get him. I'm honored, my liege. I'll leave straight away.
Hey, Roland, don't forget your sanity this time, okay?
That only ever happens to you. Sorry, I was also checking the message.
Ahem. How's it going?
It wasn't easy, but we survived another day. What a relief. You did great, sir. Are you sure? All I said was, indeed, and I see. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes even a few brief words can speak volumes. And frankly, if you were here to say more than that, your imperial aura will be somewhat diminished. Is this me, or are you saying that I'm not much like an emperor?
It's just you.
If you say so. But never mind that now. The scouts are getting increasingly nosy. We won't be able to keep this charade up much longer. With the renowned Charles the Great refusing to show himself for long. Sorry. With the renowned Charles refusing to show himself for long, people will naturally assume that he's either gravely injured, or harboring some awful secret. But if I just pranced around out there...
They cut you down before you could say hello. Well, that sucks for us.
This is no laughing matter.
You think?
Because it seems to me like all we need is for something to happen that'll keep them from suspecting the king. Say, for example, a fourth faction showing up.
I got a hunch.
Sorry. I got a hunch that things are about to change.
Things are about to change. Now's our chance, though. We should send lots of scouts to make sure we don't miss it.
Your hunches do seem credible. Alright, we'll send out the scouts. Let's add riders and casters to the usual assassins. Let's add riders and casters to the usual assassins. Yeah, there we go. Our defenses should hold for a while, even if we assign them to other classes. I hope you'll help us too.
You got it. You got it.
Sorry. Again, I'm just flipping through between my messages and whatnot.
Sir.
Yes. I feel this will be a crucial turning point for you. Please try to stay on top of things. Of course. I'll show them exactly what I'm made of, or my name isn't Charles the Great.
You're getting into perilous territory, sir. Remember, if they discover the truth, they'll have your head and they'll have your head on a spike. Yep.
So, you must be both cautious and bold, is that clear? Give me a sec, folks. Sorry about that. I had to really stretch out. Oh man. So you must be both cautious and bold. Is that clear? Indeed. Now then, if a fourth faction is about to get involved, it would have to be them. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, they all know we're here. Uh-oh. That's a little wacky. Freaking ow! That's hot! So that's how race shifting feels, huh? No, that one was kind of odd. Quite right. There was clearly something different about it compared to our usual race shifts. Oh well, so this is my first, so I've got nothing to compare it to. I'll just have to trust you guys to figure out what's wrong. Master, are you able to contact Chaldea?
Yes, Mash here on comms for Chaldea. Are you okay, Master? We noticed there was an odd tremor during your race shift.
We're fine.
That's a relief. Right. I can confirm that you and Kadoc are both unharmed. It looks like Holmes and Vlad made it there as well. According to Shiba's observations, there should be a small town nearby.
Is that where we go first? As in all matters, we begin by gathering information. We must learn all we can, even if we must take a few risks to do so. Well, that's the textbook answer. But first, let me ask you something. Can you use suggestions? Suggestions? Guess that answers that. So this entire time you've just been going around running your mouth, knowing the locals will think you're either crazy or dangerous.
Well, at least this mystic code does have some magecraft built in to dispel some of that incongruity.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Me neither.
Seems like the kind of thing you probably should have told him about sooner, but whatever. Alright, I'll use the charm suggestions on the locals. You think of what you want to ask them. Will do. This is kind of a neat dynamic. So where exactly are we headed?
The town is due north of you.
Let us be on our way. It's a shame we don't have any horses. I'll bring up the rear then. Yusaku, Kadoc, you two stay in the middle. Sure. Holmes? Oh yes, my apologies. I'll be right there. A clear blue sky that seems endless. A gentle breeze rustling pleasantly over the plain. Everything is quiet and peaceful. It made a horrible feeling of dread take hold and refuse to let it go. It was not Kadoc and Lupus who experienced that feeling. Nor was it Yusaku. Or Vlad III, or even Sherlock Holmes. Not Da Vinci. But despite her misgivings, she still had no choice but to send Yusaku and his companions to the singularity. Oh, oh, I guess yeah, we're. Oh yeah, it's 9:22, so it's our refresh time. It's rewind time. Uh-oh. Mute. Where is the BRB here? I didn't expect for it to replay this. Mm-hmm. I had the. It seems like Blue Sex always has to replay the opening and stuff though too. I mean, I do like it though. I just don't like having it get like. Because since this is also going up on YouTube, though, we're getting copyright and whatnot. So we just gotta hang back and just let it play out, though. I just have to. Mute it and then just use my be right back screen right now, which I'm not really gone. I'm just. It's because, every 9 o'clock that we get our login bonuses and whatnot, too. Well, 9 o'clock over here, that is, in PST. But yeah, hey, it's not too long until the 6th anniversary kicks in now. I think it's our 6th anniversary. And of course, that always takes place at Anime Expo, which I'm actually pretty excited for. I got my pass and all that. And I'm unmuting now. But yeah. It's gonna be on July 6th, day 3, so which is. They always tend to have the FGO panels on the Saturdays of the convention. Also, which I'm also happy the fact though that this weekend on for this Anime Expo though it's gonna be on an actual weekend though, like it's gonna end on a Sunday though, not like during the week like a Monday or Tuesday like they did in the previous ones. And I think that's more convenient though. It's gonna be on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and ooh, sick warts, woo, woo, more. That. Oh, this almost. Skip this one now. Realm of the Thanatos Impulse, Traum. Life and Death of an Illusion. No matter the time, place, or prevailing ideology, there is no venture more difficult to succeed in than war. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Death comes regardless of race, gender, or age. The talented, the hardworking, the lucky all die with... Wait, this one? Did I read this one already? Huh. That's weird. Huh, I wonder why maybe start out from the other one, the other tick too. Oh, there we go. The whole town's been destroyed. I'm completely deserted as well. This won't do. There's something here that troubles me more than the lack of people. How accurately can you analyze this debris, Mr. Zemlupus? You want me to analyze it? Like, measure how old the materials are and stuff? Just so. While I do have some degree of familiarity with the subject, I can only do so much. Certainly, nothing compared to analysis that employs complex magecraft. We needn't settle for my amateur attempts since we have a mage with us. Now I see. Not really my specialty, but I can give it a shot. You basically just need me to figure out this stuff's archaeological period, right? Yes, that will do nicely. I suspect that this debris was created through magecraft rather than human hands. Magecraft? Well, I say debris, but I meant the entire town. I mean the entire town. But let's wait for Mr. Zemlupus' analysis before I say more. Is this some kind of joke? What is it? The short version is that Holmes was right. This whole place was made with magecraft. Probably a caster's territory creation or something like it. A normal mage would really struggle with something like this, but a caster could do it pretty easy, I think. This town would seem to be... This town would seem to be of mid to late European design. But, as I suspected, something isn't right. While it does appear to be deserted, as Count Vlad said, I can discern no traces of anyone ever having lived here to begin with. The hell are you talking about? Think of it like a movie set. There are faint signs of use, but nothing like the wear and tear one might expect to see over time. I don't know if it was a mage or a servant, but someone built this whole town in an instant. That is my working assumption. I see. That's unusual, but not outside the realm of possibility. Then let me ask you something, Detective. Please do. Even if a servant or something familiar to one did create this town, what destroyed it? Well, we can certainly rule out wildfires as well as any other natural disaster. What we do see are holes, likely from arrows in the walls, nicks from swords and other blades, and ruts from wagons laden with heavy supplies. A scene we are all too familiar with. Servants fought a battle here. I thought so. Master, everyone please be careful. I just picked up some servant signals, and they're headed straight for you. Hold on, getting a total now. There. Mash? This can't be right. Da Vinci! I see it too. There isn't a malfunction or any kind of glitch. Yusaku, listen to me carefully. There's an army of servants closing in on you. Did you say an army? I did. There are about 100 of them, and they're all servants. What? Let me be certain I heard you correctly. You're saying that these aren't beings that rival servants in power, but actual servants. Is that right? That's right. I've rechecked the readings several times. Now hurry up. Get out of there or hide. No. Now I'm seeing another servant army. It's about the same size as the first. Another one? It would seem the two armies mean to surround this town. Please hurry. They'll be there any moment. Alright, let's hide. Kadoc, Master. Since neither Count Vlad nor I are assassins, I doubt we'll be able to completely erase our presence. And if we stay together like this, they'll be even more likely to find us. I would like you two to hide somewhere separate. Count Vlad and I will find our own way to get through this. If worst comes to worst, use a command spell. If nothing else, that will allow me to turn the situation around. Got it. Also, that's something I would like to ask you. something Count of Vlad and I will be doing ourselves. What's that? Pay attention to the servants headed this way. Try to find out what they're thinking and what they're trying to accomplish. What we need right now is information. Every action they take, every word they speak, could be invaluable. Will do. Thank you, Mr. Yusaku. Then we shall meet again later. This ought to be far enough. Now let's dig a hole to hide in. Shall I bring more rubble? Good idea. Should be big enough to hide us, but not so much that it looks out of place. Got it. That should do it. Okay, Yusaku, get in and stay put. A mouse's hideaway, a cat's shortcut. At times, shallow thinking can trump wisdom. What was that? A camouflage spell. I don't know if it will work on servants, but it's better than nothing. Wow, that's amazing. Are you kidding me? It's one of the most basic spells there is. I haven't even been able to cut down my chanting time for it, so it's too slow to use on a short notice. But I guess it doesn't matter now. Anyway, it has some soundproofing built in, but keep your voice down anyway. I've heard there are different schools of magecraft. So what? You want to know more about mine? If you don't mind. Why not? Not like it's gonna last much longer. Hell, it's practically dead already. And it's not like telling you about it's gonna change anything. It's anti-beast magecraft. Spells meant for fighting, well, wild beasts. Humanity has always been its own worst enemy, but beasts are a close second. An ordinary person can never beat a wild beast with his bare hands. So it's not really a shock people came up with magecraft to help with that. So you can probably guess how it fell into decline, yeah? Not much need for spells to track or chase animals these days. Plenty of substitutes for that. Of course, these spells can come in handy against wild beasts. But then there aren't all many of them out there anymore either. That's what happens to all magecraft eventually, though. Spells change with times, either becoming crazy strong or so weak they're useless. Didn't you ever think about giving up being a mage? What? No, I can't believe you're even asking that. Next piece of free advice. Asking any normal, halfway decent mage that question is a fast way to die. You're basically telling them, your whole life is pointless, why don't you just die already? I didn't mean to. Not much I can do to you right now, not with this collar. Sorry, that was uncalled for. I should probably work on how snippy I get one of these days. Anyway, I think we've run out of time to talk. I tried to get us as far away from the town center as I could. Now we just have to hope they don't find us. They're here. Okay. According to our scouts, we'll be facing another medium-sized force. The plan is to hit them in the full volley of our archer's noble phantasms while the riders flank them on both sides. The sabers and lancers will keep them pinned down in the center and attack while the riders have them confused. Make sure you have all your noble phantasms ready to go when you need them. I can't believe it. They really are all servants. What do you think their true names are? No clue, but they're all from different eras and countries. That much is clear. So how the hell are they operating as a single army? Damn it, I can't believe it. What the hell kind of singularity is this? For that matter, how can there be this many servants? Ley lines, even Holy Grails can only summon so many. Could they all be rogue servants? Well, I mean, they're in an army or such. The kinds without masters? Yeah. You must have run into several of them across all the singularities and Lostbelts you've been to. I'm talking about servants that are exceptions to the rule. The kind summoned from their ties to a land or a Holy Grail. Sorry, I'm just looking at a Discord post from some group I'm in. Remember Beowulf in the Russian Lostbelt? He was a rogue servant. But even if that explains how they got here, it doesn't explain how there can be so damn many of them. I mean, there's 200 servants right here between these two armies alone. No wonder the town didn't survive. We might not be safe even out here then. Hopefully. I picked a spot far enough from the battlefield. At least they're not actively looking for us. So screw it. At this point, que sera, sera. You sure you're just not giving up? Maybe a little. Sorry. I'll try to remember that we've got a common interest now, and act like it. Looks like they're about to get started. Archers, at the ready! Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, command spell loaded. Activate noble phantasms. First phantom spirit levels, then heroic spirit levels. Command spell loaded. Activate noble phantasms. Lightning longbow. Wait, where are they getting those command spells from? What? Archers to the rear, hurry! We inflicted minimal losses. Damn, we must have a heroic spirit level casters buffing them. Alright everyone, this is it. Hold your ground. Heroic spirit level? Keep your damn voice down. But yeah, I wonder what he meant by that too. Hold the line here too. Shit, can't hold much longer. Keep shooting. Buy as much time as you can. We're taking massive casualties. Riders, are you still not ready? We just arrived at the designated coordinates. We'll charge them right. No, what the? What is it? A squad of assassins just ambushed our right flank. It's going to take some time to regroup. Left flank here. We can't get through their casters' bounded field. Need time to regroup too. Uh-oh. Our charge won't be nearly as effective if we don't coordinate it. Damn it. I'll never be able to face Lady Kriemhild like this. Kriemhild? Isn't Kriemhild... Yeah, I know about her. Yeah, I know about her too. She's a hero. No, a legendary figure. Those guys were completely on the defensive. What changed? Urgent news. The Constantinos army is a army from the reinstatement realm is in disarray. Oh, sorry. Gonna stretch on that one. I want to dig down for the screenshot. That's it. That's what I'd like to see. Alright, let's swoop in and take the spoils for ourselves. Maybe we should wait a little longer, like right until they're about to be defeated. No, let's not. The Revenge Realm's already been hit pretty hard. We need to at least get some good licks in with the Reinstatement Realm too. Now, let's go! That's it, keep it up. We've almost got Kriemhild's army wiped out. I have an urgent message. Charles the Great's army from the Righteous Realm has joined the fray. They've struck our rear guard from behind and sowed confusion among our ranks. Damn it, not again. We've got Roland from the Legend of Charlemagne leading them. They're mowing down our rear guard like grass. Retreat. Fall back to the Reinstatement Realm. There's no way we can win a fight on two fronts. Assassins, use your smoke screens. Archers, lay down cover fire to buy us time. Keep firing. Longbows, crossbows, guns, whatever you've got. Don't stop except to reload. Constantino's servants are in retreat. It's time we followed suit. Casters, hold positions until the riders catch up with us. Then I want you to alter the topography and cut off any would-be pursuers. Understood. Do it. Mutate. Kriemhild's casters transformed their surroundings into a swampland, Lord Roland. We could have our casters freeze the swamp and go after them. But I think that's enough. Both sides suffered heavy losses, and we got in a few good shots at the Reinstatement Realm soldiers too. The forces of Charles the Great's Righteous Realm are the only ones walking away unscathed. Now, let's cheer our victory. Yeah! Being naked rocks! Wait, what? Did he just... yeah? Did he really just say that? Shut up. Look, I want to say something too, but this isn't the time. Must have been imagining it. Alright, troops, retreat. Tonight we're going nude till morning. Nude? Ban pants. It's alright, Mr. Yusaku, Mr. Zemlupis. You can come out now. Phew, that was a close one. They never even came our way. I'm afraid you two were just unlucky. Unfortunately, that also means we couldn't overhear anything. Most of the town may be destroyed, but a few buildings are still intact. Let's find one such building and review what we've learned. Alrighty. That was section 1. Alright, 1 sec. The young emperor. Okay, give me 1 second, folks. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I just had an important email I had to take a look at, though, and actually, there's some pretty good news for me, though. That's all I can say at the moment, though. But in the meantime, let us continue, because we're still going strong. Now then, while I could certainly do with a pot of tea. Bars pretty much only have booze, so I don't see that happening right now. Though I do enjoy a good glass of red wine, I don't think I could do so in this rundown tavern. I'm afraid my drink will only have to wait until another time. Alright, you two. Tell us everything you saw. Even the smallest detail could be of great importance.
I see. Alan is comprised entirely of servants, huh?
I've dreamed of such fantastic sights before, but I never thought I would actually see such a thing for myself.
Even our database says that 7 against 7 is as many servants as ever fought each other at once. We've seen edge cases where multiple servants were involved, like the final singularity, but that's exceedingly rare.
Indeed, even putting aside the importance of that battle as the crossroads for humanity's survival, it was nothing less than a miracle. But there has never been anything else close to the large-scale 7 vs 7 warfare we just witnessed. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. I only got a quick look, but I saw they had longbow archers from around the 100 Years' War. There were also some samurai-looking warriors, going from their armor, I guess they were generals from Japan's Warring States period. Some of the archers used matchlocks, and other servants looked like cowboys straight out of the Old West. I couldn't get a good look at the casters, though. They either had their faces covered or were using some kind of perception blocking. So these armies consist of all 7 classes from a wide range of cultures and regions, Probably. Aside from that, I also heard them say something about heroic spirit levels and phantom spirit levels.
That must be referring to their spirit origin ranks. With more than 200 servants in total, it's understandable that not all of them will be heroes of great renown.
Given what you've told us, Kadoc, it would seem these servants are not heroes who took part in famous battles, but little-known humans who would normally never be summoned as servants.
Maybe so, but they're still servants.
I see. Why did you go out of your way to confirm that, Holmes?
Because there is a great difference between a demonic beast as strong as a servant and an actual servant. It's far from pithy, but it's more accurate to define a servant as a heroic spirit with a master. Though of course, that definition could be applied quite broadly. For example, under this definition, we could say that the land itself served as a rogue servant's temporary master. But I digress. My point is, no matter how weak or strong a heroic spirit may be, as a rule they cannot exist as a servant without a master. Then what's the story with those servants? That is the question, no? Who could the master be? Or does there exist some manner of exception to the rule which is permitting them to exist without a master? Still, it's too early to say, huh? I'm afraid so. I still need to dig a bit deeper. We also heard them say revenge, reinstatement, and righteous. Indeed. That all sounds very important as well. Perhaps just as important as how those servants came to exist. The Revenge Realm, the Reinstatement Realm, and the Righteous Realm. These names no doubt reflect each faction's particular bent, and there are other things we can presume based on the different names you heard. Kriemhild, of the Revenge Realm. I believe we can confidently say she is the Kriemhild of the legends about Siegfried. She is most likely a saber or a berserker, though we cannot rule out Avenger. The fact that she has formed an army of heroic spirits means that she is either highly intelligent herself or has
an intelligence second in command. Constantinos of the Reinstatement Realm. There have been rather a few men named Constantinos in recorded history, but I suspect we are dealing with the 11th. Constantinos the 11th is said to be the last emperor of the Byzantine Empire. I must say, I find the choice of reinstatement for his faction's name intriguing, but we can leave it at that for now. We can leave that for another time. And finally, Charles the Great of the Righteous Realm. Now that is quite the name indeed, if we are truly talking about the Charles the Great. Then I would say his victory in this war is a foregone conclusion. I am inclined to agree. Neither Kriemhild nor Constantinos can even begin to compare to him. Is Charles the Great really that, great? Did they not teach you anything in school? Anything at all? Charles the Great is all over European history. He's got to be he's got to be one of the most famous people in the world. He was the king of the Franks and the first Holy Roman Emperor to inherit the mantle of ancient Rome. He's even known to many as the father of Europe. You do know how a servant's strength depends in part on how famous and mystical their heroic spirit is, right? Well, that'd be pretty much put Charles the Great up in the highest tier of servant. However, some things don't quite add up for me. For example, the Righteous Realm's a manner of fighting. What do you mean? You told us that the Righteous Realm stood back and that the other two sides exhausted each other before swooping in. And that then they chose to leave the battle shortly afterwards so as to not exhaust their own soldiers. What do you make of their tactics, Count Vlad? Inarguably effective, however. Go on. This was a clash between two medium-sized forces, and a fairly one-sided one at that. Had the Righteous Realm's army had chosen their timing more carefully, they could have decimated both other armies. If I had been leading the charge, I would have waited until the other sides were a bit more entrenched. You said that the Reinstatement Realm's army was hitting the Revenge Realm with full force to deny them an opportunity to surround themselves in a pincer movement. In which case, the Righteous Realm's forces should have easily been able to obliterate the exhausted Reinstatement Realms. Even if the Reinstatement faction had chosen to ignore the Revenge Realm in favor of fighting back against the Righteous, they were too far into enemy territory to mount a successful defense. By that point, the Righteous Realm's archers and the casters could inflict significant damage on the Reinstatement forces without even bothering to aim. So from everything you told us, it would seem the Righteous forces' timing was slapdash at best. What if that timing was a deliberate choice? Is that what you think? I don't know, but if we assume that it was, I can think of several possible explanations. That said, I can't speak with certainty on any of them at this point. Yeah. Okay, I see where this is going. Now is not the time. It seems I have been beaten to the punch. Now then, as for the objective. Rogue servants summoned by the Holy Grail powering a given singularity have generally worked in service of humanity. That, at least, has been what we've seen thus far. Most of the heroic spirits summoned in rituals such as the Holy Grail War have been on humanity's side as well. But of course, heroic spirits come in all shapes and sizes, in multiple senses of the word. In addition, when they have a master, their master's personality affects their own. Both the ineffable nobility of heroes and the naked cruelty of monsters. Oh, sorry. Reflect that person's true nature and are recorded as such. Is there, like, a point to you just repeatedly telling us all the shit we already know, Holmes? This is going somewhere, right? My apologies. What I mean to say is, the present state of affairs would normally be unthinkable. Hundreds of servants forming armies and acting in concert, regardless of whether they are good or evil. What's more, they seem to have set aside any regional, national, cultural, and ideological differences to do so. In one sense, that sounds like a perfect world. But the fact that their unity is in service of a war between their three kingdoms, or perhaps the realms is a better word, is anything but cause for celebration. Where does that leave us? Are these guys our allies, or should we be treating them as enemies? Maybe we can form a temporary alliance like you guys did with me. I certainly hope at least one of these realms is on our side. We must be exceedingly cautious in our approach, though. Never before have we faced anything like an organized army of servants. There is only so much both Holmes and I can accomplish on our own. The force we saw earlier would almost certainly have been destroyed in a battle against any one of the realms.
No matter how you slice it, the sheer numbers are too much. And on top of that, they have the noble phantasms.
Prepare yourself, Master. We have enemies here. What? Huh? Enemies? I'll be taking that head now. I'm afraid not. Gah. Assassins.
Enemy servants detected. I'm so sorry I didn't know sooner, Master.
Damn, they're using presence concealment. No wonder they got the jump on us. How did Vlad III not notice them? Oh right, he must be scented with the smell of blood. Worry not, we can take them. Are you ready, Master? Ready. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand over here. No reason for me to get in all that. By all means. I assume you're here to track down stragglers. I don't expect you'll answer, but I may as well ask. What realm are you from? As I thought. Well, it matters not. The fact remains you are my enemy. So I will show you no mercy. Come, let me show you how sharp my mournful stakes truly are. Oh, we're only using the guest one. Well, it's definitely stronger than my own Vlad. It's only 3 servants. Well, if we're using Vlad, we might as well bring Castoria to buff up Vlad. Let's see. Who else shall we bring? Oh, got my Arjuna altar with the Student Council President gown. Yeah, I heard this this chapter wasn't as difficult as the last one, or this Lostbelt wasn't as difficult as the Camelot one. What do I have her on? Maybe I'll bring Sieg. Alright, let's go.
第2、第3砲部展開。アルテリアアバロン出るぞ。
Whoa.
追加員準備。シュトラセケ
早炊きです。カルウェイ。
思想に預かるとしよう。我は闇にあって闇にあらず。おだくの伝承とて。
要注意。接続。
宝具。
聖杯よ、我が呼びかけに応えよ。転身開始。彼方への巡礼を。我が身は天の杯を抱えて飛ぶ邪竜なり。万物誘拐。赤病がアルグリーズ。
絶望の杭により串刺しを与えよう。世は布団をすする者なり。
Nice, nice.
絶叫せよ。
Oh, damn. Good one, Holmes.
早炊きです。カルウェイ。
追加員準備。なるほど。
圧倒します。
そこだ。
輝き。
Evade. For one turn.
なるほど。了解。なるほど。
圧倒します。そこです。
捧げよ。さあ。血に濡れた我が人生をここに捧げようぞ。逃げるな。さあ、まだ息はある。
Oh, what? It survived?
なる。了解。ああ。そこだ。かっ。たっ。我が英雄よ、力をお借りする。
先に進みましょう。宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
Woo! Oh, that's the thing. I think that's the thing I need for Kriemhild. The essential material. Gah. That power. That command spell. You're our enemy. It's over. I would say that was all too easy, but several things about them gave me pause. Can you analyze that combat data for us, Da Vinci? Da Vinci?
You hear me?
What was that? I can't hear you over all this static.
I'm sorry, Master. A huge burst of static interference broke out when your battle began. We weren't able to collect any data on it, let alone offer advice.
Is that like what happened in Fairy Britain?
No, I don't believe it is. It's similar, to be sure, but it feels slightly yet significantly different.
Fairy Britain rejected the very idea of proper human history, and by extension, electronic devices that came from it. This was just an ordinary interference. A great deal of it, to be sure, but nothing that will hinder our equipment's core functionality. So we should assume that there are different mechanisms at work here than there were in Fairy Britain. Look at you, the big shot detective, huh? Why, yes I am. A consulting detective, to be precise. Getting back to the battle we just fought, tell me, Master, or even Kadoc and Lupus, did you notice anything strange? They had command spells. Yeah. They were outfitted with command spells just like we are. Though unlike normal command spells, they were only meant for support, just like the Master of Chaldea's. They had just enough magical energy to let them use their noble phantasms at a moment's notice. So then, who gave them those command spells? That is indeed the question. If it was a master, then we can be sure that master is no ordinary human. We know these servants used their command spells repeatedly in that earlier battle, as well as the one we just fought. Clearly, they were not bound by a 3-use limit, nor did I see any signs of them using a magical reactor or something similar to recharge them. And not even the most talented mage could create something like inexhaustible command spells. Yeah, not even Krishtaria could have pulled something like that off. And even if another mage of the same rank were alive and well here, it'd be just as impossible for them too. Then where do their command spells come from? It looked like they came from the sky. The sky? Alright, let's avoid drawing any conclusions for the time being. We still have far too little information to work with for that. We did learn one thing for certain here. They see us as their enemy. Which means it is extremely unlikely that they will be amenable to joining our side. Then what should we do now?
Good question. As I see it, the obvious answer would be to look for a servant willing to help us and a local who can tell us about this place. I'd say we need at least one of those two if we're going to make any headway. What do you think, Holmes?
That would seem much easier said than done, I'm afraid. First of all, I expect it will be fiendishly difficult to track down a servant who will be willing to help us. Seeing as apparently all of the servants here are engaged in warfare against each other and on clearly defined sides. I have little reason to believe we will have much luck with the locals either. Why is that? Take a look at the remains of this town. Why was it built in the first place? I suspect the answer is simply to provide a battlefield on which the factions may kill one another. Naturally, this being America, I'm sure there were local people here at one point. They were most likely either collateral damage in the conflict, or simply fled the area entirely. Regardless, we can safely assume we will not find a single local here. So of the two options, our only viable one is to somehow find a servant whose interests align with ours. I admit, this choice may be unseemly, but what if we were to torture a captured servant for information? Torture is notoriously unreliable means of gathering information, so I would very much prefer we kept things as peaceful as possible. If you say so.
Huh? Master, it's a special alert!
The special alert? What is that? What are you talking about?
Oh, right. Sorry, Kadoc. We forgot to tell you about this. It's an alert we came up with for a very particular breed of servant, based on all our combat data to date. It looks like all that time Muramasa in particular spent accompanying us has paid off in spades.
Wait, you don't mean...
I'm afraid it's just as you fear, Kadoc. Da Vinci's referring to the disciples of the foreign god. With Limbo and Muramasa gone, that just leaves Grigori Rasputin, or Kotomine Kirei, as the case may be. But why would he show up here now?
What is this? Something's telling me that's not the case. But Rasputin is the only disciple left. No, wait, don't tell me. I do indeed sense another servant here. Show yourself, disciple of the foreign god. It would seem I am being called out. I suppose I had best oblige. That's not Rasputin!
Who called that?
Wait, that... Wait, that's Moriarty. That's the other Moriarty. You! Delighted to meet you, Holmes. But at this tender age, I ought to address my elders more appropriately. Mr. Holmes. You've got to be kidding me. So you've met me before then. That will save us some time. For those of you who do not know, my name is James Moriarty. I am a mathematician, a consultant, and just as you suspected, a foreign disciple. Uh-oh. That no bueno. Hey, I got pure prisms again. And I got this new thing for Kriemhild. So, the crime of proper human history. Let's dive right in. Upon answering the summon, I was greeted by a being of unfathomable scale. Oh. Aha. I see. Soon I understood everything I needed to do. Both the knowledge that flowed into me and the power I now commanded told me all I needed to know about who I am. Very well then. I will gladly follow those orders. I am James Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime and foreign disciple. and I will do exactly what I am meant to do. What is it you want, Professor? Come now, Mr. Holmes. No need to be obtuse. I want to eliminate you all. As far as I'm concerned, Chaldea is no more than an eyesore. As I said, I am a foreign disciple. A foreign disciple? How is that different from a disciple of the foreign god?
Is that so? But you know, you...
Ah, yes, forgive me, but I have no interest in addressing myself to a broken doll. Be a dear and give us some room to talk, yes? He's jamming our connection. Hello, Chuseko, welcome to the stream. Now then, we have Sherlock Holmes, as we've already established. I presume this distinguished gentleman here is Vlad III. And finally, we have Kadoc Lupus and Yusaku. I'll ask you one more time. What is it you want, Moriarty? What would you say if I told you I was here to dispose of a traitor? I'm doing fine. How about you? I'd say I'm flattered. Then I'd laugh in your goddamn face because holy shit is the foreign god petty. But that's not why you're actually here, is it? Of course not. The foreign god has no interest in you whatsoever. Imagine my relief. For that matter, you don't even qualify as a traitor. The foreign god was only ever interested in Castaria Wodime, and Castaria Wodime alone. The rest of you were just the toy prize in the box of Castaria Flakes, am I wrong? Hell if I know. Why don't you ask the foreign god? Castaria Flakes? I'm fine. How good is Traum? I'm really liking the story so far, though. Especially with the appearance of this this younger Moriarty as the foreign disciple here. No, there's only one reason I've come to you. Run, all of you! Whatever you do, do not fight him! Ah, Mr. Holmes, you really have gone soft. The real you would have understood my plan before I even showed up. Vlad, don't attack. Kozikli Bay! Oh shit, he got skewered. Oh? I know I got him, but he's still unharmed. Is that all that Vlad the Impaler can muster? As a foreign disciple, I was given two abilities. One of them is, frankly speaking, unimpressive. But as the saying goes, it's not the size, but how you use it. He took Vlad III's Noble Phantasm head-on, and he's not even scratched. What the hell kind of ability does he have? Based on the data they show me, he must have some kind of divine spirit ability, just like Limbo and Muramasa. Come on, Kadoc, think. You can figure this out. Moriarty's completely unharmed, even though Vlad hit him dead-on with his Noble Phantasm. It's not that he instantly recovered, it's more like he was never harmed in the first place. Can't be certain, but if I don't figure this out, I won't be able to forgive myself. Yeah, they do look pretty cool. I confess, I don't relish the idea of relying on another's power to destroy you, even if that other is a god. Apologies, that was a lie. This is actually exhilarating. You are a grade 8 asshole, aren't you? Word. I see. So even though my attack hit him, it was all for nothing. That ability of yours. Can't figure it out, can you, Mr. Holmes? In fact, you can't figure out a single thing about me. I'm afraid the reverse doesn't hold true. I can tell exactly what you're thinking and how you'll act. The difference in our power couldn't be more pronounced. I can do anything I'd like to you, and you're helpless to stop me. Oh no, you don't! Nice try. Why is he touching Vlad's head? To be clear, Mr. Holmes isn't the only one of you I'm reading like a book. I can tell exactly what every one of you at Chaldea will do before you do it. Can't move. What is his power? Chains? Rope? Mystic eyes? No, it's nothing like those. These restraints are binding me from the inside out. My very will to move has been completely cut off. Tell me, Yusaku, have you ever played shogi? A decent amount. I see. I enjoy it myself. My favorite part is how you can steal your opponent's pieces for yourself. Uh-oh. There's the power of a demonic beast fighter. You need those quick reflexes and even quicker decision-making skills when facing vicious wild animals. But you're still too late. You gave up your best option when you failed to drop everything and run the second you saw me. Partake of the rebellion. Bastard. I don't know which realm you'll end up choosing. But I do hope you'll make a name for yourself there, hero of Romania. Count Vlad! Stay back! This is bad. Very bad. Rebel. Rebel. Now I see. So that's what happened to those servants. Detective! Count Vlad? I'm about to change sides and rebel against humanity. One can never tell what fate will have in store for you, but you must accept it all the same. However, the one thing I hate more than anything is being forced to do another's bidding. Oh? Kazakli Bey! Shit, he took himself out. It seems some of these more prominent servants have rather stronger spines than I expected. I would never expected him to bind himself with his own stakes rather than submit or die. What's more, it was a tactical masterstroke as well. He gave them all time to flee while he used his noble phantasm. No, even before he did so. So they abandoned one of their servants to save their own skin, No, wait. One of them shouted something about coming back to save him later, didn't they? No matter. I'll just have to go after them, although... You there, servant! Who are you? Oops. Took a little too long here. Still, that did buy them some time. Now it's just a matter of finding out where they ran off to. Not that it'll make any difference in the end. Not when revenge, reinstatement, and righteous realms are all still rebelling against proper human history. What are you talking about? Ah, yes, my apologies. I do hope you'll forget everything you saw here. Or in simpler terms, die. Yikes. Oh boy, that was something. Okay, give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. Man, the story's getting good. Alright, sorry about that, folks. We are continuing. Ooh, we're already on section 4. Well, what are we gonna do without Vlad? There, I see them! Damn it. If the bow's any indication, that's an archer. They also explain how they saw us from so far away without clairvoyance. Can't believe our luck. You said it. We have all this space to run, and somehow we barge right into a servant on patrol while we're making our escape. Or was this part of Moriarty's plan all along? Now, screw it, we just need to run. We're almost into Clea. A little farther and we'll be in that forest. What do we do after that? I'm so sorry to say that I don't have a specific plan in mind, but I can at least think of a few possibilities. For the moment, our focus must be on survival. Camouflage, smokescreen, a flash bomb. Damn it, none of those will be enough. Maybe the smokescreen will do it if we can make it to the woods first. We're almost to the forest. My, this won't do at all. I thought we'd have more time before the people of proper human history showed up. Wait, who? Oh, we're in the revenge realm. I must say, this does take me back to the time of the Three Kingdoms. And yes, I'm aware of how much trouble that period was to go through, which is exactly why I'd rather things not get any more complicated than they already are. Can't move. While the Azure Sky may already be dead, I'm afraid our revenge realm still has yet to achieve supremacy. Don't worry about me, Holmes. Get out of here. Understood. Huh? Are you serious? Follow me, Mr. Zemlupus. As for you, here, a little parting gift. God. My eyes. Leave them. Lord Zhengjue. Zhengjue? Oh, so you know who I am, boy. You must be a believer then. And you must be the master of proper human history. Perhaps I should just kill you now. Maybe we should present him to Lady Kriemhild first. Just knowing he fights for proper human history makes my blood boil too, but even so. Yes, I suppose we should. Take him away. Yes, sir. Alright, are you accustomed to torture, son? I have been tortured before, yes. I mean, in the Epic of Remnant. You may wish to familiarize yourself sooner rather than later. Wow, I don't want to laugh right now. Old guy laugh. Oh god, I got captured. It seems we managed to shake them for the time being. So what do we do now? First we report in. Can you hear me, Da Vinci?
Loud and clear. What in the world happened over there?
Well, I got captured.
Oh no! Oh, I'll go suit up right now. Please prep the race ship for me. Oh, wait, Amash, stop!
Artanax still isn't ready for action, remember?
But if I don't go now, they'll kill.
I'm inclined to agree. This is a disaster no matter how you look at it. Even if the Artanax isn't exactly tip-top, we need to get him out of there ASAP.
No, I can't sign off on that plan. Yes, Yusaku is invaluable for us, but so is Mash. I absolutely cannot send her into battle with the Artanax in its present state. But... Mash, calm down. Take a look at Yusaku's vitals. What do you see? Okay, I can see that all his vitals are still trackable. So we know he's still alive. And how's he doing mentally? He's obviously a little concerned, but sorry. He's obviously a little concerned, but all still within standard tolerances.
So then he's not worried about dying right this instant?
I'm also against sending MASH on a hastily improvised rescue mission. According to Shiba's future observations, he will remain alive for at least the next 3 days, 7 at most, even if we do nothing.
I see. Well, Shiba's never been wrong before. That's what it's telling us.
Right. We may not know the exact situation, since we're only able to see bits and pieces of it, but we do know he will remain alive. So it all comes down to what we make of the situation, huh? What's your take on it, Holmes?
Mr. Yusaku will be safe for the time being. They won't miss a chance to question him and learn what he knows. Even if they do decide to kill him, it won't be without due process. They may change if he refuses to cooperate, but I very much doubt that would be the case. Well, if all 3 of you are so sure about this, if you're absolutely sure, MASH!
Yes, Director?
You will not be race shifting anyone until the Ortonax's maintenance is complete. With proof that Yusaku is alive and well, it would be dangerously foolish to send anyone to battle with damaged equipment. Since he'll be safe for now, we should make certain that we give our rescue attempt the best possible chance of success.
Understood.
He will be okay, right?
Knowing Yusaku, definitely. Just look at how many times he's already cheated death.
Protagonist status. And you don't think there'll be any danger of that giving him a misplaced sense of invincibility?
If the comms evidence ceases, we can try negotiating with his captors ourselves.
They're holding all the cards. How could we possibly negotiate?
We used the most primal and effective negotiation tactic of all time, begging for his life.
Alright, let's call that Plan B. Right now I need something to calm my poor stomach. So they didn't scold you? Oh, the director gave me a richly deserved earful. So what do we do now? Are we gonna go rescue him? No, we'd only be throwing our lives away if we tried. Did you see that caster? The Taoist? I don't know much about Chinese magecraft. Nor do I, but I did recognize his reference to the azure sky already being dead. From an ancient Chinese manifesto, it goes on to say that the yellow sky will soon rise. The yellow sky in this case refers to the actual sky, not the leader of a certain religious sect, known far and wide as his exceptional skill in Taoist arts. This leader, legendary Taoist, was named Zhang Jue. His sect's name was Way of the Taiping, or Great Peace. And as long as he's around, it'll be next to impossible for us to sneak in undetected. Taoist arts, huh? Also commonly known as sage arts. I only know of them on a superficial level myself. But suffice to say, charging into his realm without some manner of advantage would be a very poor plan indeed. That much I could say for certain.
Let's see what we can find on our hand too. So, what are you guys going to do now?
It's a far cry from what I originally had in mind, but I think we should pay a visit to the Reinstatement Realm. Reinstatement Realm? I mean, that's fine with me, but why? Are you going to negotiate with them or something? I plan to, yes. There's one thing nagging at me, however. One thing I need to look into before anything else. What's that? What exactly do they mean by reinstatement? Come now. If we can convince them to help us, we will have many more options available with which to rescue Yusaku. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's go, Kadoc. We've no time to lose. Okay. Well, damn. I am captured. Kaiser, huh? You Kaiser followed me. How come my notification didn't go up though? Wait. It seems so peaceful out here. Hey, Saber. What? What country are you from again? Come on, man. How many days have we been in the same squad now? What's it gonna take for you to remember? I was in the 100 Years' War, so you guess where I'm from. My name's... forget it. It's not like you'll remember. You're from Sicily, right? Whoa, you remembered. Yep, I sure am. Home of the Mafia. The Mafia's a good few centuries after your time, isn't it? They've still got my blood running through their veins. How about you, Archer? You've never teamed up with us before. Where are you from? I'm one of the Knights of Fianna. My true name is... Wait, Knights of Fianna? Don't bother, nobody's gonna remember. Around here, we're all just heroes and servants. Shame share your true name today, die tomorrow like so many others. So what's the point in telling anyone? The only ones worth remembering are the 3 servants who've been around since the 3 realms were formed. One of them's our own Lord Zheng Jue, the great teacher. Another's Lady Kriemhild, the Queen of Revenge, the whole realm was named after. The third is... well, never mind the third. The only others maybe worth remembering are a few currently making a name for themselves on the battlefield. Not too long ago, there was Billy the Kid, the notorious outlaw, Edward Teach, the mad pirate, Kicho Koyo, the out-of-season flower, and Frankenstein, the artificial berserker. There have been a few others who found brief fame, but they all died in battle, died by their own hands, or who knows what. Anyway, if you want anyone to remember your true name, you'll just have to fight hard and get promoted. I know that. Glory in battle is the highest honor a warrior can earn. That's the spirit. Sounds like there's some servants I know here. Hey, you. Yeah, you, the guy riding in my chariot. Me? You're not a servant, are you? I can tell. There's something different about you. And you're not a civilian either. It'd be way more surprising if you were. So that must mean you're a master, am I right? I knew it! So where are you from? I can't quite place you. You know, there's a servant in another brigade who kind of reminds me of you. Compared to that archer, I can't say these guys are all that hostile. Don't bother with small talk, he's going to be executed soon. Really, is that true, Lord Zheng Jue? We'll just have to see what happens. Nervous? Well, yeah, kind of. Then how about I see what your fortune has to say? Oh wow, lucky you. It's not every day Lord Zheng Jue agrees to tell your fortune. You have both terrible luck and great luck when it comes to new encounters. Your overall fortune is bad luck. You have no hope of escape. Flattery may get you places, but you'll have to play things by ear. That about sums it up. Bad luck, huh? Great. Well, guess you're not so lucky after all. And now we're about to be attacked. What? They're headed our way from the northeast. Everyone, prepare for battle. I don't know which faction they're from, but either way, we're going to make them regret messing with us. Let's show them what happens when you defy Zhang Jue, the great teacher. Wait, I'm actually gonna use this guy? That's kind of interesting.
天下太平への道筋じゃ。天下のために今薬を作ってやろう。わ、黄色いのはないんかの。わ、容赦ないの。蒼天すでに死す。後天まさに立つべし。武士は公私にありて天下大吉ならん。冷たいのが降るぞい。気をつ農業は皆得意じゃ。はっは天候調査はお手の物よ。これは効くぞ。時は黄色いのはな。よかろう。
He's a 3-star caster.
蒼天すでに死す。後天まさに立つべし。武士は公私にありて天下大吉ならん。冷たいのが降るぞい。気をつけ。農業は皆得意ですまんな。年寄りの声が聞かすのじゃ。よく黄色いのはないんかの。よかろう。いいね。大きいくるぜ。火は土行が弱い。かけんじゃ。はっは天候調査はお手の物よ。これが死の言う報い。容赦ないの。いいね。大きいくぐったれ。火は土行の祝い。農業は皆得意でさまんな。年寄りの声が聞かすのじゃ。若いもんがだらしないぞ。
We got them, Lord Zhengjue. The battle is over. Casualties on our side. Oh, we lost that archer. Yes, his name wasn't worth remembering, huh? Poor guy. Let's resume our march. Indeed, we'll soon be back in our realm. Kriemhild's realm, the Revenge Realm. Revenge Realm. Take a look at the sky, Kaldan. It's all red, even though it's still the middle of the day. That's our realm's primary characteristic. When the Revenge Realm takes over the territory, its sky turns red, just like this. Makes it easy to tell when you're in our realm, no? Rider class of Scouting Patrol 1 reporting back. Let's take a look. Alright, you're clear. By the way, that a prisoner you've got with you? That's right. This is our enemy's master. You're the master? So we'll be heading straight to the castle from here. I trust that's alright? Yes, sir. You can stay here, Saber. Ryder, you lead the master to the castle. Yes, sir. Make way, make way. Go on, move. Damn, look at all these NPCs. So all these people are really servants? Damn straight they are. Every last one of our citizens is a properly summoned servant. So, this is a city then? Pretty much. It's got commerce, residents, people coming and going, everything you expect to see in a city. We even got kids here. I mean, they're servants too, but still. You like to ramble on, don't you? Reminds me of me. Oops, sorry, sir. Ah, no matter. We're here now. I'd keep quiet if I were you. I'd rather not have to hurt you. My queen, we've captured the Master of Chaldea.
Have you now? He's our enemy, right? I'm fairly certain the only thing we do with our enemies is execute them.
Well, yes, that's true. But we should at least see what information we can get out of him first.
Suit yourself.
Maybe I should ask her something.
Is something the matter?
I'm just wondering what you're fighting for.
I've changed my mind. Prepare to execute him. We'll make a spectacle of it, much like they did in other countries.
What about an executioner?
You know how many servants we have? There must be at least one who can fill the role.
Well, I suppose I can look for someone from the Sanson family, or one with a connection to guillotines.
Then do that. As for your question, we're angry. And we know that our anger is morally justified. Each of us has chosen to rebel against proper human history. I will have my revenge. Revenge upon this entire putrid, abhorrently arrogant excuse for history. Revenge upon the story that plunged me into the bottomless depths of despair.
That's why you want to destroy it?
You think revenge is ultimately pointless? Empty? Not at all. In fact, it's anything but. That empty tranquility is exactly what I wanted. So I will tear proper human history apart until not a shred of it remains.
Please, your majesty, calm yourself.
Throw him in the dungeon. I don't want to see his face until the execution.
Yes, my queen. Alright, let's go. I'm sorry to have to put you in the dungeon, but the queen's word is final. But hey, don't worry. Got another prisoner down there too, so I'm sure you'll make friends in no time. You really think so? So who's my prison buddy? Alright, you just stay put and don't make any trouble. Got it? Now what do I do? Figures.
We'll make a spectacle of it, much like they did in other countries.
Hey! Huh? Hey, can you hear me? Who are you? Oh, so you can hear me. Great. Man, I haven't had a newcomer join me in here in forever. How's it going? You okay? Not really. Well, that's too bad. Hang on. You're not a servant, are you? Don't want to answer, huh? Well, sorry, but that's not gonna stop me from guessing. You're a master, aren't you? Me, I'm a pretty minor servant. For one thing, I'm super weak. Because of reasons. You're weak? Yeah, if I'm being completely honest right now, I'm even physically weaker than your average caster. That's bad. Are you okay? Nope. Why do you think they got me locked up here? Why do you think they got me locked up here? But hey, what are you gonna do? Especially when you're on humanity's side like I am. Huh? Yep, that's right. I wasn't summoned here to rebel against humanity. I'm one of the few servants in this whole singularity who's here to protect humanity instead. Okay, who are you? Who are you? Hmm.
綺麗な朝日ですね。慣れた頃ほど油断し。
Alright. Drum bass. Sorry, I was reading the message. So, this is the reinstatement realm. I confess, I am somewhat disappointed by the ease which we made our way in. I was expecting something more along the lines of an impenetrable fortress, but this is... Come on, Sherlock, snap out of it. Do not let the professor get into your head. Now's the time to be fully awake and alert, not to doze off as though you were taking a nap. An impenetrable fortress, huh? You may be right. Some parts of the city remind me of the holy city of Camelot. Da Vinci. We're here, but we're sticking to audio only. Everything good? It would seem so, at least so far. But I'm afraid our attempts to contact Mr. Yusaku are still being jammed. His vitals are still holding steady, so it looks like he's safe for the time being. Now then. Honestly, it's still kind of shocking that every one of these people is actually a servant. It's like they're buying in bulk some kind of servant warehouse. Or a servant bargain sale. Okay, never mind. Dragon Ball joke. That one is French, and that one over there is most likely German or Austrian. Can you tell their true names? I can make an educated guess about some of them, but more importantly, there's something else that has come to light. An extremely bizarre fact pertaining to their summoning. What's that? I suspect they only have one master. Huh? Broadly speaking, masters serve two functions for their servants. First, they serve as an anchor, which keeps their servant bound to the modern world. Any master with suitable magical circuits can serve that function. Like Yusaku. Precisely. This is the main role we expect of Mr. Yusaku. The other major function of a master serves is as a source of the energy their servant requires. One could even say that supplying magical energy is a master's primary role. Well, yeah, of course. Caldea's got magical reactors or something filling in the gaps for the actual servant summons, right? Indeed. It's how we're able to unify Chaldean servant's magical energy supply line. The same thing is being done here. Every servant's magical energy is coming from the same thing. How can you tell? I determine as much from what I discern of their conversations and behavior, and from my own natural talent, namely my intuition. My intuition. You're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. At any rate, this means there are several thousand servants fighting each other, even when they serve the same master. Granted, these servants do range from heroic spirits capable of great destruction to phantom spirits that are only here to fill out the rank and file, but still. That's not possible. That's not possible. You're correct, at least in the conventional sense. Even if they did... Sorry, stretch! Oh, excuse me. Even if they did have the same or a similar system as Chaldea, they would still need an incredibly powerful magical energy source, on par with a magical reactor. Singularity magical energy sources are pretty much always Holy Grails, right? But I've never heard of one being split into 3. Indeed, it cannot be split. Still, what I really want to know is, why are they doing this? What is it? Someone's shouting over there. Let's go take a look. The 17th Brigade, Iron Finger, engaged a portion of the Righteous Realm's forces in battle. The enemy retreated immediately, leaving us with 0 casualties. The 7th Brigade, Beetle, and the 9th Brigade, Fire Rain, engaged a medium-sized force from the Revenge Realm at Fort Ortul. The 6th and 8th Brigades were wiped out, and we have lost a lot of the servants in our brigades as well. We have, however, occupied the fort. Our casters have already completed repairs. That concludes our report. Very good. It seems the Righteous Realm is still as slippery as ever. Every time I sent in assassins for a recon, they've been forced to retreat before they can learn anything. Even our casters' farsight powers have proven useless against them. Shall we begin our full-scale assault, Your Imperial Majesty? We should have the numbers to defeat them. Absolutely not. The last thing we need is to fight a war on 2 fronts. If only we had more information. Think that's the ruler here? Wait, think that's the ruler here? It seems so. We should make him Constantinos the 11th. Which would make him Constantinos the 11th. Has he noticed us? Excuse me. It's not safe for you two to be out here. He's bound to notice you sooner or later. Please come with me. Hey. Let's do as he says. Be careful not to look at the Emperor's way. Something wrong, my liege? No, it's fine. Now, what was this other new report you had for me? Yes, my liege. The assassins we sent into the Revenge Realm territory have returned with important news. Oh? Sorry. They've captured the Master of Chaldea and are currently keeping him prisoner. Now I see. So that's what that was. Your Imperial Majesty? Gather our soldiers. It seems some rats have snuck into our realm as well. Rats, my liege? Chaldean rats. Okay, we should be safe here, at least for some time. Uh-oh. The wrong thing. Thank you for your help, miss. Hold on, just give me a moment to take off my disguise.
Phew, it was stuffy in there.
Who are you? I take it you have some affiliation with the church.
Yes, I do. My name is Johanna.
Johanna? Wait, Johanna? As in Pope Johanna?
That's right. I'm Johanna, the Phantom Pope.
A pleasure to meet you, Pope Johanna. I am Sherlock Holmes. This is Kadoc and Lupus. He's a master, not a servant. Do you really have to tell her that? Oh, it's quite alright. It was bound to come out sooner or later, and sharing it now shows that we trust her as we should.
Oh my, thank you for that. Wow, Holmes, that's so uncharacteristically nice of you.
I don't really recall him having a weakness for beautiful women.
Would you two be so kind as to pipe down? I'm attempting to have a serious conversation.
So I gotta ask, why'd you save us? I mean, you're on their side, right?
No, by rights I should be opposing you. It's my duty, really. I simply can't stand that sort of thing.
To what sort of thing do you refer, I might ask?
Killing, hurting, deceiving, all of it. Oh, poor excuse for a hero, I know.
Not at all, fair Pope. It just goes to show how inherently noble you truly are. Yeah, much so I would rather avoid asking such prying questions. I'm afraid we absolutely need information.
Of course, I'd be glad to tell you what I know.
Thank you. Very well then. I'd like to begin by learning about the current state of the singularity. But it would be a waste of time for all of us to have you start from the beginning. So I hope you will allow me to first posit my own theory. Naturally, if there's anything I have wrong, or if there's some essential bit of information I'm missing, please don't hesitate to jump in and correct me.
Alright.
Very well then. There are 3 factions warring for control of this singularity, each of which possesses territory they call realms. Kriemhild's Revenge Realm, Constantino's Reinstatement Realm, and Charles the Great's Righteous Realm. But this war is solely a power struggle, or perhaps, means to an altogether different objective. This singularity must be repaired, because every one of its heroic spirits are rebelling against proper human history. Give me 1 second, folks. Be right back. Sorry about that. Had to use the restroom. What are we reading on? The singularity must be repaired because every one of its heroic spirits are rebelling against proper human history.
Yes, that's all correct.
I presume they are fighting over Holy Grails. Well, not just one. One alone wouldn't be sufficient for all this. I suspect there are 3 Holy Grails here. One in each realm, and every realm is attempting to claim the others for itself. It's a little wonder why every faction is competing for such valuable objects. 3 Holy Grails? So there's 3 sources of magical energy here.
Oh my, you even figured out the Holy Grails.
I merely did my best to arrive at the correct conclusion given the facts available. What's more, the master that would normally command you all both exist and does not exist. Give me a sec. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, guess not. They activate. Oh, excuse me. They activate your command spells during battle, but never actually show themselves. It's all but sending. What's that? Let's clear my throat. It's all but certain that they exist, yet no one has ever seen them. Truly a mystery. A mystery that has inevitably led to these servants having no choice but to rebel. Without any specific orders from their master, the servants began acting as they liked. Like-minded servants joined forces until they formed their own factions. And you have continued to fight all by yourself, without knowing when or how the situation will ultimately resolve.
That's all exactly right. There's no need for me to interject at all.
You're too kind, Your Holiness.
At first, I didn't know what to do. Rebelling against humanity would be overturning proper human history. That is a wish, an order that no servant must ever follow. But somehow we made our peace with it. We've accepted this order to the point that we no longer question it. Some are more okay with it than others, and you do occasionally see those who can't bring themselves to obey it. But even so, none of us have the strength to outright defy it.
Why is that? Is your master simply that strong?
I don't know. I still don't understand why we can't defy this order. Why we continue to obey it. It's just as much a mystery as for us as for you.
Truly puzzling indeed. If you would permit me one more question, could you tell me what you know of the different realms? For example, anything that clearly differentiates one from another.
Let me think. Kriemhild, the Revenge Realm, is the largest faction our realm is currently fighting. They're motivated by things like anger, despair, and you know that feeling where you want to get back at someone who wronged you?
Revenge?
Oh, right! That, silly me! Anyway, I've heard that they used to do this and that.
Wow, don't drown us in detail.
I see. So it's said that they have a lot more berserkers than the other realms, at least by comparison. As for our realm, the Reinstatement Realm, well, you've already seen for yourselves. We may not have as many servants as the Revenge Realm, but I think we can make up for that with our coordination.
I see. So you're saying they're all fighting this war with all their might?
Oh yes, definitely. It's inspiring to see.
I only wish their efforts didn't make our job more difficult.
Oh right, I'm sorry.
Now, since this might be difficult for you to say, allow me... I gather this realm's servants are the highest in quality amongst the 3 realms. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Sounds like you chose well. You guys can offset the Revenge Realm's quantity with quality. It seems morale is similarly high amongst both realms as well. Then what about the Righteous Realm?
I'm afraid we still don't know much about them either. We don't know how many of them there are or what their average quality is. None of them have ever snuck into our city.
Is that so? I would have thought just having Charles the Great on their side would be enough to make them the strongest force here.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
Please don't be. This has all been most illuminating, Your Holiness. You have my sincere thanks. I'm sure this hasn't been easy for you.
In what way?
You're the only servant in the reinstatement realm caught between rebelling against humanity and protecting it.
I'm not, though. Deep down, everyone else is just as conflicted. We're all caught between our master's order to rebel against humanity and our own desire to protect it. Our instincts drive us to the former, while our reason urges us to the latter. I'm telling you all of this is because I chose to heed reason over instinct.
I see.
Holmes!
What's wrong? We've been surrounded. We need to get out of here. Did she call them on us? No, it wasn't her. Constantinos must have sent them after he spotted us earlier. That just leaves one last question.
What's that?
Are you the reason this realm is named Reinstatement? Another time then. Now, if you'll excuse me. Why, you...
Wait!
But Lady Johanna...
Don't bother going after them. I just got a full picture of Chaldea's situation. We don't need to be worried about them.
I see. So you didn't betray us then?
What would I have to gain from doing that?
True. You certainly don't have anything else. That is exactly why this is the reinstatement realm. I'm sorry. I guess I let my nerves get the better of me.
It's alright. I appreciate how devoted you are.
At any rate, it seems Chaldea is even more understaffed than we thought.
Yes, they have one servant, Sherlock Holmes, one master named Kadoc and Holmes. As far as I can tell, no one else.
Then I suppose dealing with them can wait until later.
I agree.
So, Sherlock Holmes, huh? I'm surprised they sent in a detective from the pages of fiction rather than history. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult your holiness.
It's alright, I know you didn't.
Good. Alright, Johanna, I mean, your holiness. Would you come with me to the castle? My subordinates have been waiting to see you.
Yes, of course. Let us be on our way.
Agreed.
Should I sing a hymn or two?
Maybe some other time.
I don't know what I should do, Konstantinos. You and I share a same common wish, I know that. But in the end, I'm still just me. Hope Johanna can only ever be a fleeting dream after all.
Ooh, that was something. Hmm?
用心したまえ。鋭き刃は危ういものだ。常に別の可能性。
Oh, I'm actually using Kadoc this time.
構わないがね。構わない賢明な判断。面白い。なるほど。面白い。実に興味だ。始める。そうかい。構わないがね。
Elementary, my dear.
初歩的なことだ友よ。エレメンタルマイディア。なるほど。面白い。実に興味深い。そう構わないかね。初歩的なことだ友よ。エレメンタルマイディア。なるほど。面白い。
Damn.
実に興味深い。はじめそうか。初歩的なことだ友よ。エレメンタルマイディア。なるほど。面白い。実に興味深い。そうか。初歩的なことだ友よ。エレメンタルマイディア。なるほど。面白い。実に興味深い。種明かしは必要あるまい。
Alright. Looks like that was the last of them. I can't believe we actually got away. Only because they weren't trying hard to capture us. I suspect Pope Johanna had something to do with that. Why would she do that? Not for us, that much is clear. No, I believe she simply wanted to learn as much as she could about Chaldea. We are no more than invaders as far as she's concerned, though. What? I also don't believe that was the only reason she made contact with us. She has her own share of trouble she's currently agonizing over. Got any proof? Or maybe some reason to explain why you think that? She knew exactly who we were. That alone isn't surprising, not with Moriarty here. He's almost certainly working behind the scenes, which means we should assume that this realm already knows about us, if not the others as well. Yeah, fair point. There are all sorts of ways Moriarty could feed them information without ever having to show himself. Which just leaves one question. Brief though my conversation with Pope Johanna was, I could tell she was both intelligent and sensible. So what could have made her think she'd have a chance of extracting information from me?
Cocky as that is of you, you're not wrong.
Good point. I was thinking the same thing.
If I were against you, Holmes, I'd be worried about giving up information if I tried to extract any from you.
Precisely. Let us say for the moment that she came to us alone and tried to extract information from us in the guise of offering assistance. The act itself is so bizarre it defies conventional understanding. My reputation precedes me, after all, so instead she was likely pretending to try to get information out of us while actually feeding it to us. Correct. In fact, she may even sincerely believe her actions are not in conflict. That she was merely doing her best to aid her realm. But that cannot, logically speaking, be the case. Perhaps it was her duty as a guardian of humanity that drove her to act. Perhaps another emotion altogether. Well, either way, at least we made it out of there. So what's next?
What else? You keep on investigating the singularity.
From what we learned about the Revenge Realm, there is nothing Holmes can do there on his own. As such, our current priority is gathering more information. Once we resolve this singularity, that should give Yusaku the opportunity to come back to us.
Director,
Of course. There is no question in anyone's mind that Yusaku is essential to our combat capabilities. Therefore, I will put together a plan to rescue him from the Revenge Realm once we have sufficient information and allies. We will discuss it further then and only then. Any objections?
none at all.
Agreed. With the right factors in place, mounting a rescue would certainly be within the realm of possibility. Got it. So what's our next move then, Holmes? If we're not going to the Revenge Realm, then... The Righteous Realm, of course. Are you serious? I mean, we're talking about Charles the Great here, right? You think Kriemhild, a queen who named her realm for her lust for vengeance, would be more amenable to peaceful discussion? Well, no, but... Then let us be on our way. Mind, this is only speculation on my part. But I suspect Charles's realm is our only safe haven in this entire singularity. Alright. So we've got some sort of a plan in motion. Woohoo! Hey, I got the little sword thing for Charlemagne. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. So we already got the we're in 5 sections already though, so we're gonna put it off for like later tomorrow. So yeah. So it's good to get back into the streaming end of things now, and I'm happy that, and especially since now there's a new chapter for FGO, so it's always a good thing to stream, alright? In any event though, I wanna thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again next time. Alright, take care.